guys, what's up? It's Crazy Creeper here with another episode of Amnesia: The Dark Descent. We're gonna play some games. Woo! And we're loading, and we're loading, and it's loading. Last episode was kinda It's pretty good. Pretty good. I'm just kidding, I'm not gonna brag. Prussia. This seems oddly familiar. I wonder what country sounds like Prussia. Russia. Add more oil to the line and press X over the oil item. I get it, I already know this. That is a bad noise. What's in the gesture? Okay, I'm gonna read this now.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Huh, that's kinda okay. It's nice. Oh, I think I need some light. Ooh, what's in here? Anything important? Apparently.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the walls. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Okay. So tremble. So the ground is trembling because a creepy shadow guy or girl, not being feminist or sexist or whatever. So those caved in. What happened in my journal? Notes. With home contract, diaries, mementos. Let's find a new way out of this area. Evidence in the laboratory has revealed that combining 4 chemicals can create a powerful acid. Chemical ingredients have been moved from the laboratory to the wine cellar. Some sort of organic tissue blocks the path to the refinery. Cannot be dissolved. Maybe. Okay, so that just told me everything I gotta do. So that's what I'm trying to get into, so... Is there something I can do in here? Grab this bug, hit him. Nope, did not work. See, is there anything in here? In this drawer? Nope. Map or whatever. More maps. Great. More maps. Okay, that's just full of maps. Chairs. Yeah, let's try chair. Can't pick that chair up. You can come with me. Okay, well, that worked. Oh, no.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Okay. A lot of memories. Okay. What is this? Oh, more oil. Okay. A draft and faint lighter coming from the shelter. Must be a way in it. Not the bugs. Altstad. I'm gonna say Altstad. Altstad and Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich was. Oh my god. Another region rich with lore is Altstad, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes is a picturesque. Whatever. Good enough. As can be. I'll bet the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that the soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the Cold War? No, it's Cold dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by the tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as a horrid revenants. The more silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. How many pages are this? Whatever. If you want to read it, just pause it. I'm not reading this. Okay. What happened? Okay, the book's stuck being pulled. What order do I pull them? Okay, what? Am I out? I think I'm out now. Well, that works. Yeah, I've got one tinderbox left in my ring. Regarding closing of the wine cellar, Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail of Brennenberg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they cannot rot. They can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve both my problems. Crazy dude. Really, because I need some tender boxes like right now. Okay, let's just keep going. Wine cellar. Oh, okay. This is when I get close. I hear something. Oh God. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh God. It's freaking me out. Oh God. I gotta run. I gotta get out of here. I can't be in here anymore. Oh God. Entrance hall. Oh my God. What the? What is happening? Oh my God. Oh my God. Jumping down. What the fuck? Shit. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? It's the laboratory. Wine cellar down here. Please be down here. Please be wine cellar. Please be wine cellar. Please be. Thank God. Just let me in. Just let me in. Oh my God, it's freaky. So freaky. Oh my God. I get it. Okay, I'm not in the darkness, so it can shut up. go around looking for materials. Cool. I'm in light. I'm using a lantern. Insane. What the fuck? What the fuck just happened? Okay, so I can't get out that way now. Wow, it's in your box. Please tell me. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, please tell me there's a light in here. Freaking finally. A light. That's not creepy at all. Just creepy. At least I know we can't get in here. I'm moving with the lipstick push. Just block that door. You just stay blocked.
my God! Wilhelm, do something!
Accept it. We're not getting out of here alive.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
Notes. What was it? Chemical relocation. Oh, not that. It was a diary. No, not a diary. What is it? Notes. Chemical. It's definitely. Let me see. Okay, okay. So I just put them all together. Wait a minute. Okay. This is weird. I don't know how to mix the compounds. I haven't seen an enemy. Just freaking me out. I'm freaking out. So I'm just gonna leave that. Oh, this is the archives? Crap. Now, whatever. I got chemicals, so I'm gonna see if I can mix them. I can go around. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Really, you can open it? Oh, that's cool. Like, what am I supposed to do? Where's that chemical thing? I can't remember. It's not here. I'm not gonna waste any more people's time just looking for this crap. So, I'll, edit this back when I find it. I'll come back in when I find it, I mean. Okay, so I forgot to resume the gameplay when I figured out how to mix the chemicals. So I'll just give a brief summary. I went into the laboratory again because I forgot, because I didn't see what to do, and I went to one of the walls and there was a machine and I put chemicals and turned levers and blah blah blah, and then it made acid, and then the staircase broke because of tremors, and then I went up a thing, and then I went out the door, and now I'm getting attacked by something. There's the brief summary. I'm going to go throw acid onto this big freaking flesh net. Piece of crap. Oh, I got an achievement. Woo! To the refinery. So I obviously don't have any tinder boxes, so I can't do anything.
It sure is dark in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the reason? For the darkness, that is.
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
Got some more oil, and that was freaky. Just gonna... Mr. Chair, you can guard the door. I'm not even gonna try to say that. Laudanum. Just gonna say bandages. Is my health bad? A slight headache. No, wait a minute, that's not my health. A few cuts and bruises, I'll be fine.
22nd of June, 1839. It's been more than a month since my last entry. After the event inside the underground chamber in Algeria, Professor Herbert insisted I return to England. He said he didn't want to risk forfeiting the entire expedition lest I took a turn for the worse. An excessive decision, in retrospect. But I'm glad it turned out that way. I found my journal this morning in the haphazard collection of things brought home from Africa. Next to it lay the broken stone orb wrapped in cloth. I tried to assemble it, but couldn't. The pieces wouldn't fit together, as if they weren't from the same object. Could I have imagined it all? Was there ever a complete orb?
Huh, orb, eh? Huh. Is there a monster in there? better warn you, I know jujitsu. I don't know jujitsu. I'm scared of the monster. Stay out. God. What is this?
25th of June, 1839.
God.
I feel the need to continue this journal, even though it was intended for my journey to Africa. This must be something very important. I just know it. I've taken it upon myself to piece the orb back together, but it's been more difficult than one might think. The pieces are behaving strangely. They seem to change color, shape, and texture, but ever so slightly. Yesterday, I took careful measurements and notated any significant markings. Today, I confirmed my suspicions. They were changing. I was terrified and rushed off to see the finest geologist in London, Sir William Smith. I approached the subject with care, and we discussed how rocks change form. He told me about the nature of glass, how it eventually collapses on itself, like ice slowly melting over the course of centuries. Smith eased my mind a bit, but I can't escape the feeling that these shards have otherworldly properties.
Yeah, I would be scared too. 'Cause they do. Oh yeah, it's in a box. Good, 'cause I need to use you. I'm not good with sense of direction, so I don't know where the frick I don't know where the frick I'm going. Okay, well, that seemed as good a time as any to leave this episode because I have no clue what I'm doing, and I'll figure it out next time. So, see you later, my dudes.